Hello friends. Today I'm going to tell about the most important commands which is used in the Linux, which is basically and most asked questions in the interviews when if you are attending for the support engineering role or anything which is related to Linux. So let's get started. So this is the terminal which is mainly used in the Linux interface, or else we can use the Excel or we can use the putty any other form as well. So first commands I will be using in the Linux is ls command. So what ls commands do is it basically lists all the files which is there, all the files and the folders which is present in the current directory. Okay, if you wanted to do all the if you wanted to check for all the permissions everything, you have to do ls minus lrth. So next commands which is used is cd commands. Cd means change directory. There's a one shortcut which we can use in the Linux. You can type any of the letters, then after that if you put the tab it will give the recommendations in the Linux. So I'll use ls commands. So these are the text files which is available in the documentation directory. So if I wanted to read these files, so let's select. So how can we do that? So for that we use the cat command, which basically list what are the contents present inside the text file or whatever the files which we are doing. So let's say if you want to create a directory, how can we do that? So we can do it by using make directory mkdir. So if you list all the files, so test1 file is folder is created. So it has a user Kali user permission and others as a Kali, user group as Kali, which is basically the login name. So it is a directory and it is a read, write, execute permissions, and for the group it has a read and execute permissions. For the others it has a read and execute permissions. So next, so these are the basic commands which is used in the Linux for day-to-day life. So when it comes to the interview point of view, so there are some set of commands which is used especially like when you are preparing for the interviews. The first comments which they ask is how do you check the free space or the free memory which is available in the Linux. So for that we used free minus g command. So it will show memory, like this is the original memory and this is the swap memory which is available, like total 3 are available. So out of which one is used and 2 are free. So you may aware of that, like in the Linux there are so many partitions which is available. So if you wanted to check the partition size and how much it is used and how much it is free, how do you do that? So maybe interviewer ask the questions like how do you check the like list of space, like a list of uh, free spaces which is available on the Linux partitions. So for that we used df minus kh. So these are the mounting files, these are the mount points, and these are the files which is mounted on this file system. So if you see that there are total 6 partitions which has been done in this Kali user. Okay, if you wanted to check the same thing by the memory wise, you have to use that ki. Okay, what is the use of k and h? K is like it will be listed on the all the system which is mounted on the device. H is human readable format. If you just put the df, So it will list all the available mount points, but it won't be showing, like, if you compare this one and this one, what is the difference? You guys can see that this one we can clearly understand that how much is the used space and how much is the available space, sorry. So in this, you cannot see that, like, how much is the used. It will be available in the, like, memories. So if you can see clearly see that you cannot read it, like you cannot bifurcate from the human eyes that how much is the currently available and the how much is the used space. That is the difference between df and the dfkh. Okay, next command is very used commands, which is top command. So if you put the top commands, it will list out which are the processes which is using. I'll come to that process. How we'll check the processes which is running and what are the processes, everything. So these are how much, which is the process which is running and how much CPU it is using and how much memory is consuming. Apart from that, we can also see that how much is the load average for last 5 minutes, uh, last 1 minute, 5 minutes, and the 15 minutes. So, and we can see that there are total 152 total tasks which are there, and one is running and 151 is sleeping and zero are zombie. So apart from that, we can also see that swapped memory and the memory which is used available and the cached one. So which is also obtained by using the free minus g command as well. So if you wanted to go out of that, you have to put control C. So next command is ps minus ef command. So if you put the ps minus ef command, so it will list all the processes which is running in your Linux machines. So there are, like, if you see that there are so many processes, like this is the PID 1, this is the PID 2, this is the PID 10, and if you see that, like, this is the PID what, like this is the VBox services which is running and the PID number is 521. Like these are the process which is running on that Linux machines. Okay, next command is like very useful commands we always use, like, consider that there are so many processes which is running, like these are like some very less number of processes which is running. So we can see and we can bifurcate and we can, like, go and check for each everything. So I'll consider TCP. So this is the one comments which we don't know, like, where we can, like, there are so many processes which is running, we don't have a time to check, like, go check one by one. So for that, to just ps minus ef, we will pipe means it, the whatever the output we are getting, pass it to the next functions. So I'll use the functions grep minus I. So I means, like, case insensitive, means even if the use some other cases also, it will take by default, it will take consider all. Okay, wait. Okay, that is tcp. Okay, as I can see that it will list out the process only which contain TCP. So it is case sensitive. Even if it is a T is big letter, it will consider that. If you don't put I, it won't take. If you put TCP, it will take. But if you put, so it won't display because the TCP whatever exactly it is not matching. So if you want to pass this and if you want to check for whatever the which is just letter it is containing, you have to put I. See, now it's showing TCP command. Okay, there is so much content is there, so I want to clear the screen. How do we just clear and press the enter? See the magic, everything is got clear. So next commands is, okay, the main used commands, cut or up command. So what the cut and AWA command is doing. So if you put that cat cdrs dot text, so there are so many things which is present inside the text. So I don't want all these comments. Okay, I want to, what I have to do is like I have to bifurcate by pipe, and I have to take, this is the first field, second field, third field, fourth field, fifth field, sixth field, seventh field, eighth field, ninth field, tenth field. Okay, I wanted to take A messages and the D messages. So which is basically ninth and the tenth field. So these are all the same comments. So I don't want all the fields. So how we can do that? So we can do it by using awk command or cut commands. So first I will show you how the awk commands will work. Then I will show you how the cut commands will work. It is basically one another the same. The syntax will differ. That's it. So okay, to do the same process, so I have to use that awk minus big F. So I will separate it by pipe, and I will take only print which is the fields which is required, which is the ninth field and tenth field. Okay, wait. Before that, for that I have to open that file. Okay, what I will doing is like I will opening that file cdrs cat cdrs dot text. So awk minus f. See, all are AOMT only. So I can say that all are AOMT only. I don't want that. Like I want only the third one, and the fourth one. Okay, I'll take third one and the fourth one. So let's take it. We will see whether we will get any same thing or not. See, you can see that these are the mobile money. This is the DM, mobile money DM, mobile money DM, Lone Star DM. So this is the magic. We can see that. So next is cut command. The cut command is also work in the same way, but the syntax will be different. You have to do that cut minus D F, which is the field which is required 3 comma 4. See, same thing only we got that. The only difference is that logic will be different. Let me clear the screen. Okay, next command is whatever we will be using. It's little complicated, so let me read that. So we wanted to use these files are there. So this will be taking that more space. Maybe the file size is huge. So we want to compress it, or we wanted to tar it, or we wanted to zip it. So how do we do that? We will be doing two methods. So we can use it by using tar command, tar minus cvf. So esme cdr dot txt. Cowardly refusing to create an empty archive. Okay, we didn't file that. Okay, okay. esme dot tar dot gz. Okay, so if you put that ls command, see, I can see that tar, one more file is there which is tar.gz. So this file will be zipped, but I don't want to like, see, because this file is also there and there is one more tar file. I don't want to do that, so I just wanted to do the zip. So for that we can use the gzip. Okay, let me do the cds2 as well. Okay, sorry for the wrong naming convention. It's gzip. ls. See, the esma underscore cdr2 is not there, but gz file has been created, and I can say that. So this is the difference. This is the difference, and we already know that we use this grep command to list or check for all the comments. If you wanted to publish all the comments without even zipping, we can use the zcat commands. See, but if you do that cat commands, it won't. It will give in something like this because the format is not clear. Okay. So one more thing is like the same way. If you wanted to grab, if you wanted to filter out the contents which is there in the gz files, you can use there instead of using that grep commands. You can directly use that zgrep command. Okay. Or you can do that zless as well. So zless semi underscore cdr2. See, it will end. If you put q and it will end. Next, very useful command is that which is locate command. Why the locate command is used? So let's say that cd space dot dot. Okay, cd space dot dot. So which is used to go back to the previous directory. Okay. So we are in the desktop documents, downloads, music. There are so many folders are there, but I don't know where this file is. So if you wanted to like go to that each folder, and if you want to check now, it will be taking that more time. So instead of that, I will use locate command. Okay, wait. Might be not be working. I'm not sure. This is not working in maybe due to some issues. But this is the that locate command will be used for find the check the files, list the files which is there in. I don't know why it is not giving, but it should reflect locate esma star. Not yet. Okay, esma star. Okay, some might be not giving due to some error, but the locate commands do the same functionality as I told you. So next command is I will be main command is vim command. So vim command is used to edit a file. So which is esme.cdr. If you want to add anything, you just have to put in I. So you can add anything. You can add I added commands. So if you wanted to save it, just put that escape. I don't want to save it, so I am pressing Q exclamatory. So Q exclamatory means quitting without saving. Okay. I think I've covered most of the comments which is required. One more thing is like if you wanted to host name. So this is the command which is used to see the IP address of that local host or the server name which is using. One more command is if config. So it will list out the IP address and the mask and the broadcast address which is using. And there are another packets as well. What is the Ethernet IP address? What is the INET 6 IP address? And one more thing is ping. Ping is used to ping is used to check the whether the server is reachable or not reachable. So I think these are the basic comments. I hope it has been cleared and understood that what are the basic comments. These are the basically main comments which is used for that when if you are going and attending for that interview. I hope it's clear. Thank you. Bye.